We now have about the same number of people in this room as are running for the presidency of the United States. All but about 2 or 3 of these people will get the same number of electoral votes as I will. What is something a presidential candidate can do to guarantee he got 0 votes? Something a presidential candidate that he could do to guarantee that he or she got 0 votes. This. Another one? Sure. Let's go back to the drawing you did. Okay, now here's Sergio doing groups of running in fear. Now, what are you running in fear from? You probably want to know. Well, let's look at the cards. All right. You are running in fear. No, he doesn't. Can't draw that. Can't draw that. You're running in fear of Neil Armstrong, the astronaut, the first man on the moon. And then you're running in fear of Donald Trump. Meanwhile, while he's doing that,
Now, if that was a wig, wouldn't he have bought a better wig than that with all this?
all right. Or if you want to wait, you have to put Neil Armstrong in. Neil Armstrong. You're off the page. I mean the page. Okay, thank you, Sergio.
That's it?
We'll be back with this drawing later.
Okay.
All right, good. It's time for the first round of the game we play called Secret Words. And this, you'll see how this all works. I wanted to introduce you to one of the top cartoon voice actors in the business. Come on up, Mr. Fred Tatasciore. Hold this a second. I gotta go over there. I can't even walk over to the microphone.
Oh, that's right.
Tell these people some of the shows you're on.
Well, I play Hulk. Good to be here. Really nice. Breadwinners, Wander Over Yonder, Family Guy, bunch of shows, different ones. Good to see you guys. Nice to be here. Where can you not walk?
You can't walk over to the speaker. All right, okay. Now come over here, Fred, with me. The way this game works, we're going to use envelope number 1, Floyd. Face this way.
Okay.
Floyd is going to put on his screen 3 words, which you will see.
Can you take a selfie? Okay.
Who doesn't take a selfie? All right. He's going to show you 3 words. You'll know the words. The cartoonists will know the words. Everyone in the room will know the words except Fred. Then he will turn them around. He will look at the screens. He will guess each word one at a time. based on what the cartoonists are drawing. Would you show the first words? Put them on your screen, Floyd. Right? Those are the 3 words. Take them off, please.
Oh man, I was told there'd be no math.
All right. Brett, turn around.
Okay.
Now, you're going to guess the first word now.
Paper.
No. Wait till they draw something.
Sharpie.
No. All right. What is the word they're drawing?
Let's see.
Look at all 3 of them.
Okay. Mailman, garbage, trash, junk, pail, garbage pail, recycle, garbage man, dump, pail, trash, taking out the garbage. Okay. What is he doing? He's walking, he's unloading, dump, let's see, taking out the trash. They're,
Obviously, you don't have the right word yet.
I know. Let's see here. Smelly. 2 guys talking, arguing. Eviction. Sorry, that was a little method. Let's see. Clearing.
This is a difficult word.
Ennui. No. Okay, here we go.
He's got someone who's leaving his food there and he's walking away from the table.
He's walking away, leaving his food. Remains, leftovers. He's wondering, I'm stupid. He's dumping, no, he's... it's trashed. Oversized, overweight, oversized. Dump! It's taking a dump! It's crap! I getting dumped? Trash. Waste!
Okay, you got 2 more.
God!
Here's the second word.
45!
No.
Can. Don't. Let's see. Waste. That's guys that have lascivious behavior. Shortcut. Taking the shortcut. Cheating. Cheater.
Cheat. All right. Now, okay, good. Now, Fred, this is for the win. All right, here we go. Third word.
Let's see. Eyeballs. No, let's see. Laughter. Crazy.
That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, nice to have Mr. Fred Pettis show.
We all have Batman losing.
Hey guys, I'm terrible at filming outros to the days that I go to con. I'm sorry. It's day 3. No outro for day 2. So this is gonna be transitions so that you guys know what day is what. But yesterday I didn't do much. This con has been kind of weird because Hall H has been very hard to get to. Like I said, I've been going to this since I was 6, and this is the first time that most of the days I didn't get into Hall H, so there wasn't a whole lot to film. The panel that you saw was something called Quick Draw that I like to go to every year. It's really funny. So if you get a chance to go to con, go do that. There's a great cartoonist, and it's a great panel. And then there's some pictures that I posted in the video. Today I'm going to get downstairs and film for you guys, and then I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to get home and show you everything that I got. I'm eating breakfast. Anyways, it's been exhausting. But, I don't know where to I never know where to look. Like, I think this the camera. The camera's down here. Selfie mode was weird. I don't take selfies often. Yeah. See you guys at...
Oh, I love this cat.
Star Wars chopsticks.
Anytime online.
I like the Kobayashi guy. He's my current subscriber of the month.
Has leukemia. One of his doctors told us that with his disease, they just become like a fighter.
To live out his dream to be a superhero.
He needs a car seat.
It'd be better if you didn't talk.
Thousands of people. I don't even know how to describe.
Massacre. A virtual house of horrors. Superman's fingerprint is damning evidence for sure.
The Justice League cannot be trusted.
Okay, it looks like Ghost Rider's skull. My bad.
Yeah, you're bad.
Testing. Good afternoon, everyone on the Lego booth this winter, which is effectively the spiritual Avengers.
needs one of these.
For the new one, Genesis.
So cute.
It's rather good, don't you think?
You guys want a demo? You guys are
I've seen
demoing,
where I
right?
come from.
Oh, good job! This is one of the swag items we're giving away when you stand in line and you pull it
This is what it's like trying to get through Comic-Con.
That's who we are. I'm sorry.
Hey guys, so technically the end of day 4. Not gonna do much. I walked the floor, you saw the videos, and then I included some videos of what the crowd was like, which is weird because Sundays aren't usually as crazy as they are today, or at least in the years past. So there's not much left to do. We're gonna go home, and then I can show you everything that we got. I have some 2 assholes looking at me right now with funny faces. So, you know, yeah. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, Kinkoman here. Hopefully you enjoyed the Comic-Con videos. I just filmed a Blu-ray pickup, which you can see in the description. Also, if you come to this point through the link in the description for just to see the collectibles, welcome. If you have time, check out the other Comic-Con videos, the beginning of this one and day 0, 1, and 2. If you happen to like San Diego Comic-Con, I love it. I've been going since I was a wee lad, 6, so I go every year if I'm lucky enough to get in. I have been up until now every year, so hopefully that continues, and hopefully you enjoy these videos. It's a mixed mangle of stuff. I know, I'm sorry. It was hard to film, harder than in years past, and there wasn't as much content that I did this con as I did in years past. So, and I think it's due to the trouble of getting into Hall H that I've had, other than the first day, and just a mishmash of other things. Today is Tuesday. Obviously, I filmed the Blu-ray pickup. This probably won't go out till Thursday. I think Wednesday's going to be day 0, 1, and 2, and Thursday's going to be this 1, 3, and 4. So if you've gotten to this point, thanks for watching. This is filmed way later than I thought. When I got back from con, my father had to go to the hospital for surgery that Monday morning. So Sunday night I kind of crashed. I didn't film this, and Monday I woke up at 6 in the morning, went to the hospital, and stayed there till, I don't know, extremely late. He's fine. If you want to know more about it, I guess ask. I don't really want to bother through. It's not that I'm like trying to hide it or something. It's just information you don't really need if you don't want it, and if you do want it, just ask. I don't mind sharing. So this is everything I got throughout the entire con. It's not as much as I usually get. I held back a lot this year. Usually I spend way more money. I didn't get any Blu-rays, so if you're here for the Blu-rays, I'm sorry. I went to Scream Factory booth this year and a couple other booths that had movies. Nothing really caught my eye. Like last year they had a bunch of Blu-rays that would come out. I know Fox Connect had a bunch of pre-orders that I wanted to do to get like free stuff with the pre-orders. But I know the price is going to be dropped later, like the Edward Scissorhands set or the Home Alone set, or I can't remember the last one, Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then Archer had a shirt that came with it. And then they had those Fox Connect slips, but I didn't really want any of those movies in by themselves. And I never really gotten the Fox Comic-Con exclusive slipcovers, even though I've gone every year, just because I've never really had the urge the last couple of years that I've been doing this. So there's not really this movie-related stuff, TV show-related stuff, some comic book stuff. I'm not going to go and show you the WB bag or like the free books that come with it. I have a couple of freebies, and I'm not going to show you stuff like here, like this. This I got for doing the Walking Dead thing. That's not important. That's a temporary tattoo. Some posters I'm going to show you and crap like that. So we'll start with one of the biggest things. This is a Walking Dead foam dartboard. This is not for Daryl. This is for this character here. His name is Dwight from the comics. He's pretty much the comics version of Daryl, but like not really. He's much more minimalistic. Anyways, it fires foam darts. Comes with 6 of them, 3 suction cuppy, 3 Velcro. It was a bitch and a half to assemble. But here's the actual assembled thing. I don't know. I'm just gonna put on display next to my Lucille Comic-Con exclusive bat that I got last year. You just cock it like that. The dart goes in there, and then you pull the trigger and it fires, and there's not much to it. I mean, I fired it a couple times. It does go pretty far and it goes pretty fast. The Velcro ones are kind of useless. I think they had plenty left. You could probably buy on their website, and they're probably fairly cheap on eBay. But I thought it was kind of cool, and I like visiting the Skybound booth, and I like to get at least one exclusive from there every year. I was stuck between that and the Lucille pendant, but I stopped wearing necklaces a long time ago. They always just got in the way. Let's show you some free crap that I got for going to panels. This is a Bob's Burger tote bag. I like the show a lot. It's one of my favorite animated, adulty sort of shows. But my number one, based off, I think you've seen the Blu-ray set that I get every year, is Archer. And Archer is one of the few panels that actually hand out shirts that come in my size. They don't defaultly go to, XL instead of 2 or 3X. They have large sizes. I also got some from some Fargo stuff. Really quick, I got this poster, which I'm cool. It's cool. I can't wait to put it up. And then I got like a, oops, dropping crap. I got like a pin and a lanyard thing, but I'm not going to bother showing you those. As you can see, I think in the other video, that was probably day 2. So I was being the other video. I'll insert the image here. But yeah, as you can see, I was inside the snow globe thing. I did this whole thing, and I got interviewed by FXM about it and about Fargo, because it's one of the shows that I'm passionate about. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and the TV show is not like they don't have a panel. It's not like there's a bunch of stuff you can get for it. It's not like Doctor Who or anything like that. There's not a bunch of crap to get to show your love, and there's not a huge events to go to show your love, and it was cool that they showed it off and they interviewed me for it. If you have FXM channel, I'll be in between movies for the next couple weeks, they said, but I don't have it, and so I have no way of watching it. So if you get it, you happen to record it, send it my way. I don't expect to see it, but it was really cool, and I can't wait for the next season. I also grabbed an extra lanyard for Penny Dreadful so I can wear it at work, because that's one of my new favorite TV shows. It's depressing to have a panel. If you like IGN, Naomi Kyle, I just wanted to meet her. I watch IGN every once in a while, so she signed that. I really just wanted a photo with her. And here, let's do this, baby. Oh god, I dropped crap. This isn't very well organized. Alright, so this is Soul Stealer. I know the artist who does this book. Not major personally, but we talk all the time on Facebook. This is a elite edition. There's only like 1,000 of these made and signed by him and the writer. It's a really good comic if you happen to check it out. His art is amazing. Christopher Shy. His art is just like, sorry, this book is really heavy, but his art is just spectacular to look at. He did the Dead Space comics. If you're into video games and you ever saw those were him. Which is how I started looking into who he was and getting all his stuff. And so he wasn't at the con, but the writer was, and they were selling these because they had leftover ones from online. He has a bunch of other books out, so go check it out. Sorry, it's hot and I wore long sleeves. Don't know why I did that. Okay, I'm gonna pop up camera really quick. It's a Skybound bag I got for buying that archer or the crossbow set, and then oh crap! I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it out. Oh, maybe I will be. We'll hold off on that for a second. This was the other cool thing. Unfortunately, Penny Dreadful didn't have a panel, and now I'm just getting to the TV show, so I was really sad that I didn't get to go to it because there was none this year. But I did get this book, and I got this book signed by one of the actors. I believe his name is Reeve something. It's really bad that I don't remember his name. I'm sorry. So Reeve Carney. He plays Dorian Gray. He was the only cast member there, and I waited forever in line and got his signature because I thought that was kind of cool to have. And this is actually a really interesting book. I wish they did one of these for season 2, but maybe they will. I don't know how well the book sold, but it's like a behind-the-scenes book. They're not amazing featurettes that are on the Blu-ray, but this kind of covers that gap. Next, I got some comics. Actually, we'll show you these. I got this Walking Dead soundtrack. This is for the comic. It's by Nuclear Blast. It's like a sample CD. Just like the Archbros, the comic. I'm really into the comic. I got an Outcast little lanyard thing, which is another Robert Kirkman comic. And then a Payday 2 playing card set, which I like the game enough. I got one for a couple of friends. They gave me a whole bunch to give out, or to do, to give to my friends who play it with me. So really quick, not those. Okay. I got this Comic-Con exclusive Invader Zim Alien Conspiracy, which is a magazine that they have in Invader Zim, if you've ever seen that cartoon. It's Dib, the character Dib reads this magazine. It's kind of like a conspiracy theorist magazine, like, oh, Bigfoot and shit like that. And it's pretty funny to look at and look through. And I grabbed this version of the Invader Zim comic, which is a continuation of the show. This is my favorite cover. So it was actually just coincidentally the cheapest cover as well, which is kind of cool. So I can't wait to read that, because I love that TV show, and it was a shame that it canceled and Nintendo screwed over Jonah Vasquez. In the corner of my room, unfortunately it's behind Oseki's, I have a Bioshock 2 art piece done by Jonah Vasquez that was signed from him from like Comic-Con 2011 or something. This is a comic that the company that gave me, or that I bought that book from, Soul Studio, the writer, is also writing this, so he just gave me that, which is cool of him. Next is the Doctor Who comic. I collect these comics. This is a one where the 12th Doctor goes to San Diego Comic-Con. They kind of do these every year with the current Doctor going to San Diego Comic-Con at least once. So I figured I'll buy it, and I actually got it signed by the girl who did the cover, which is cool because I like that cover. And then on the Riverside here is, they didn't give out bags and boards for any of these, so I had to like multitask. I have bags and boards to put them in now that I'm organizing the crap. But yeah, Blacklist. One of my favorite NBC shows on right now. I love James Spader, and they're so rolled for him. And this is the Comic-Con exclusive, which is signed by the writer of the comic, who I think also has written some of the TV shows episodes. So she signed it, and I love this little like attention to detail. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Reddington Professional, and he has his own little Comic-Con badge. Yay! So I can't wait to read that, because I love this, and it's the first one takes place in the first season, I guess. Another little free crap Spider-Man sticker book. Yeah, whatever. They just handed it to me. Then I got this Mini-Mate exclusive Xenomorph alien figure, which is based off of, I think, one of the most popular action figures that came out for Alien. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a exclusive to Comic-Con, and it kind of glows in the dark, which I think is kind of cool, so I'm going to set it next to my Alien crap. Alright, so next, some Star Wars stuff. So I went to a booth for the Star Wars books, and they were handing out this little freebie, which is like a sampler for all the Star Wars books that are in the new lore, or the new, what do they call it, continuality, or the new core books, because they unfortunately removed a bunch of stuff, made them legends, but they're not in the continuity of the new movies and everything. So so that was cool, and I entered a contest. By the way, I finished reading all these Star Wars comics. They're the only comics I get digitally, and there's a good reason for that. Behind the couch that's set up in this room, there's about 7 comic boxes filled with comic books, and I just don't have the room for them anymore. The closet that's in this room I want to actually completely gut out, put some more shelving up, and put the comic books in there as well. But until then, they're sitting behind my couch, and comics are just piling in. I have, Marvel Collector's Corps box full of comics. I have bags full of comics. I have trade paperbacks sitting everywhere behind this couch. So, like, books, I will always read physically. Some comics I'm just going to get digitally. I know the Star Wars were kind of hard to find at the beginning. I didn't have them on pull list, so I just decided to go digital. But I like novels books. I read a ton, and it's just easier to have books because they come out every couple of months, every 3 or 4 months, and you get a comic that comes out. You have 6 comics that come out every month, and at the end of the year you have an obscene amount of comics, and at the end of the year books you probably have 3 books, so it's just easier to manage. So I've kind of cut back on my comic books. Obviously I pick up some main stuff, but anyways, so I went to another booth and entered a contest, and I never win anything. In the many years I've been going to Comic-Con, I have never won a single damn thing. They've get my badges at everywhere and I've never won. So I entered a contest and they sent me 4 out of the 5 new lore books that actually take place in the confirmed lore. Pretty much everything that comes out from here on out is going to be part of the confirmed lore, but Star Wars Lord of the Sith, which is the one I'm reading now, it's pretty good. Draken, I think. Anyways, this is about the Emperor's right-hand man. Dark Disciple, which takes place during, I think, the Clone Wars. And Heir to the Jedi, which takes place... My neighbors are yelling. Which takes place after New Hope. Kind of, I think. Yeah, I think it takes place after New Hope. It kind of has to deal with what I was told. Skywalker's dealing with the fact that he has to now be the Jedi, which is kind of like the comic. But anyways, so that's 4 out of the 5, and I was sad to see that they didn't include the 5th, so I went ahead and Amazoned it. A New Dawn, which is the first of the 5 that came out. I heard mixed things about it. It takes place in the Rebels, Star Wars Rebels cartoon, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Here, let me look. This is a little timeline they have for it. Clone Wars, Dark Disciple does take place in Clone Wars. New Dawn takes place after Revenge of the Sith, but before the Rebels TV show. So, and then, because I got those, and I won those, and I actually had gotten here in time, the last day of con, I was able to get a Dark Rebels signed. She signed a poster, and she signed the book. The book is now buried, so I'm not going to bother taking it back out, which is kind of cool. I don't have a whole lot of signed books. I have Aisha Tyler. I have she signed her book. I've had John Cleese. I went to a show with him, and he signed his book there and gave everyone a copy, which is cool. That is it, guys. So that's, well, 20 minutes worth of stuff. I may end up splitting this separate depending on how long the video is together. Sorry for the length of these videos. Yeah. So that's it. I enjoyed the con. I can't wait to go next year. I'm going to do WonderCon next year as well, and maybe Anime Expo. That's it, man. That is everything, which is a lot, but it's not as much as I used to get. Last year, I think I got a ton more and spent a ton more money. So, I mean, this year I got a ton of free stuff. I mean, that's 4 books, like $20 each that I got for free, which is cool. And you know, 25 here. The crossbow was 30. Lots of free bags, free shirt, posters. I am exhausted, man. It's been a long day. Spent most of it in the morning at a hospital as well with my father. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the Comic-Con videos. Again, if you haven't watched them, go ahead. We're almost at 50 subscribers, which is, I think, when I was going to do a giveaway. Watch the Blu-ray pickup that came out last Tuesday for a little bit of information at the very end of what I normally do with giveaways. And I don't expect many people to watch this because mine's a focus on Blu-ray channel, but if you did and you enjoyed Comic-Con, let me know. If you like the crap, if you've been to Comic-Con ever. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and as always, talk to you later. Bye.